condemnation for those who are in Christ Jesus. For through him the Spirit of life has set you free from sin and death, has set you free from sin and death. For what the law was powerless to do, God did through his own Son. In the likeness of sinful flesh, he came to be our sin offering. He condemned sin in the flesh, so that the law's requirements might be fulfilled in us, who walk not by the flesh, but by the Spirit. For those who live by the flesh have their mind set on its desires. But those who walk by the Spirit, they live in peace and life divine. The mind of the flesh is hostile to God, it cannot submit to his law. But those who are led by the Spirit of Christ have life and belong to him. But you are not of the flesh, you are of the Spirit, if he dwells in you. If Christ is in you, then though the body is dead, the Spirit gives life through righteousness. And if the Spirit of him who raised Jesus dwells in you, he will give life again to your mortal bodies by the Spirit within, by the Spirit of God within. So we have this obligation, but not to live by the flesh. For if you live by the Spirit, you will live and not die. For those who are led by the Spirit of God are called his sons, his daughters. By the Spirit we cry out, Abba, Father, and he testifies we are his own. By the flesh have their minds set on its desires. But those who walk by the Spirit, they live in peace and life divine. The mind of the flesh is hostile to God, it cannot submit to his law. But those who are led by the Spirit of Christ have life and belong to him. Now if we are God's children, then we heirs with Christ. And if we share in his sufferings, we shall share in his glory.